Hi everybody, it's Sam at Mixed Up Craft. Thank you for watching my tutorial today. This tutorial kicks off the start of my Christmas Workshop 2017 Part 2. So those of you who've been subscribers with me for a while would have seen my Part 1 back in September, which was a week long of quite big project. So I gave you lots and lots of time to prepare them ready for Christmas. So now this is the start of Part 2, and it's just all the bits that I'm going to be using for my Christmas this year. So I thought a good one to start off would be gift tags, because I'm going to be using these in other tutorials that I show you. So I thought it would make more sense if I showed them at the beginning of this series. So I've got, what have I got here? 2, 4, 6, 7. I've got 7, and then I'm making the 8th one. And if I just bring them up here, how cute are they? And they are so easy to make. And the good thing about this is every single one I made was made out of scraps. So you can see all that shimmer there. That's from these brilliant gel pens that I love. And it actually looks like Wink of Stella because I use that's a red gel pen on top of red cardstock. So it's a really good way of adding some shine to your cards. The tag die, I can't remember where I got it from. I'll share all the links when I remember. The cute little Gingerbread Man is a Tonic Studios die. And then here I've used some Nuvo drops which dry completely clear. So again, they have got a shimmer to them as well. But if you don't have a tag die, you can just cut this out as a rectangle and hole punch at the top, and you'd still have an equally nice tag. And then on the back, I've just put plain white paper, cardstock, just so I can write my messages. I might put a little to and from or another little sentiment there as well. But they're all stuck down. They've got a little foam underneath there, and then the peg which is stuck as well, and then this is just some green twine that I've used. So yeah, that every single one is different, which I thought was quite nice. And I've done the little jigsaw puzzle with the Gingerbread Man, so I've die cut them twice. So this one would have been die cut in the red, and then a die cut again in green, and I took out the green pieces and put them inside, and I'll be showing you that today. And I've also got a Christmas tree here. This Christmas tree one was a die set free with the magazine, I believe Creative Stamping Magazine last Christmas. It's Christmas 2016. And again, I've pulled that out and used it again, and you can see there. So I've used the same sentiment. A tip when you're doing a bulk of anything, the best thing that you want to do, oh, where's my focus gone? There we go. The best thing you want to do is a bit like a conveyor belt. So I went and die cut all my tags first. Then I went and cut all the paper to mount on top of them. Then I die cut all of my circles, and I stamped them all. Then I done all my Gingerbread Man. And if you do it like that, you get it done so much quicker than doing one at a time. Die cutting that, doing the Gingerbread Man, the sentiment. If you do each piece, each stage in a batch, you will whiz through these. So this didn't take me that long at all. So that's my kind of big tip when you're doing anything in bulk. So let's crack on, and I'll show you how I put one of these together and all the bits and pieces that I use. So I'll just keep them there so they're still kind of in view. So here is that, I'll show you here, this nest of dies, and I've been racking my brain trying to remember where I got it from, but I will do some research after and try and share all the links with you. But one of them's quite big. I mean, you can see my hand there. And this one measures, I like big tags, so including the bit at the top, it's 5. So if you want to cut this and get a similar size to me, I'd say if you do 4.5 inches by 3. So just cut a piece of rectangle 4.5 by 3, and you will just get an equally nice tag as well. So that's the one I use there, and you get this other smaller one as well, which is quite handy. That's the Gingerbread Man die from Tonic Studios. Again, he's probably the most detailed Gingerbread Man die that I've seen, which is why I loved him so much. So he's really, really cute. And then this is the Christmas tree one. If any of you do have it, you get all kinds of parts. So it's quite nice because you can just have the back piece there, so just the red, which is die cut with that one, and then you die cut that separate, and it gives you that detail on top. So again, different ways to use it. And then there's the little piece there for the stump at the bottom. So I have, this time I'm going to use my craft card, so I've die cut that one. Then I've got a little mount for the back, so that's going to be stuck on the back there to write my little message. So if you want to do this one, it is 2 3/4 by I'd say 4 would be fine. And then again, that same size for this one. So this one I'm going to show you is actually going to be landscape. So I'm going to stick it on top. Now this die is got these little kind of bits in the corner cut out, so you can actually slot it in like so. But I just wanted these ones directly on top with just an even border all the way around like so. So I just, yeah, that's the style I wanted to go for this time round. So that's going to sit on top, that's going to go on the back, and then I just need to dress it all up. So I'm going to get those pieces stuck down first of all. Okay, so there you go, I've stuck that all down on the top and on the bottom. The papers are from Craftsmith. I used them in the Christmas workshop in September, part 1. So these are all the scraps left. So again, it's nice to be able to use every single bit of that pack that I had. So I have die cut a little gingerbread man in green, and he is going to kind of sit like that on the card. And then what I want to do is die cut him again in red card, and then basically all these pieces here that you can see through the red will be put inside the green. So you get that jigsaw kind of effect and you get all the pieces filled in. I think it looks really, really nice. So I'm just going to put him on another piece of scrap card. Just trim that down. And then just grab my one here. Just pop him through. Pop that up there. It's not interfere with my light. Put that out of the way. Right, so when you lift it off, try and make sure, yeah, you keep everything intact there. If some of it comes off in here, it's not the end of the world. And then again, if I just lift off that piece there. With that other piece of scrap card, I'm going to feed him it underneath. Again, don't worry if you miss the odd little bit. You can pick that back up again. So what have I lost there? A mouth, an eye and a button, but they're all on that plate still, so it's okay. Right, I'm just going to leave him sat on there for the minute. Keep those other pieces there. So I just want to get him stuck down. So just using my Alina's tacky glue here. This is great for paper crafts and it doesn't warp any of your papers. And it dries very quick, and it sits upside down, so you can sit it in this little lid. So while you're working, it's like a little holster for it, so it's really, really good as well. Okay, so just put some glue kind of on the areas that I want to make sure are all stuck down. Have a little bit of him hanging off, a little bit of his foot and a little bit of his hand, like so. Okay, then I've got these little kind of brushes here which I picked up on eBay. I'm just going to splodge a bit of glue onto my hand, just put it on like so, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in all these gaps. You don't need loads, just enough for it to kind of grab it. And then you want to grab the red one that you've die cut, sit it exactly over the top, like so, and then with your pokey tool you're just going to push through the top pieces down into the bottom. Don't worry if they don't go exactly into place, because when you lift it off you can obviously rearrange them a little bit, but you should get the bulk of it kind of pushed through. And I just find this the quickest way. The other way is to, you know, poke them all out onto your table or your mat and then just do them individually. Just pick them up with a pair of tweezers or with one of these with a little bit of glue on them. That'll work as well. But if I lift this off, see, that one needs to go down. That one there. Just lift them up carefully. Like so. And then that one's just not come out, but you can see there. Sometimes you get it perfect, you lift it up and lift it off and they've all sat in place, but sometimes they don't, but that's fine. I really like doing this though, and I did like doing jigsaws as a child, so that's probably why. I sit there for hours. I've got a lot of patience, as you can probably tell. Already now you can see, I've just got to put his eyes in and that other button and his mouth. Yeah, but it looks really good. So there is my gingerbread man. I think he looks really, really fun. So then that one I would now keep to make another tag, or just pop it in. I've got a little drawer with all pre-cut dies that I've had left over, but I'll use him again for something else. So that's that piece done. So now I just need to sort out my sentiment. and my stars that I'm going to cover. So I just die cut, I just grabbed a load of my star dies and I've just die cut one in, and then this is to die cut my circle, so it just fits here. I have got more, but I really do try and get, you know, use every bit of card that I have. So let's just grab my, and then I just want to get my sentiment stamped on that one. So I've just got this simple Merry Christmas, which was, I don't have scrap stamps, but I've got stamps that you know, some things I picked up at like a charity shop or, and I just don't know who they belong to. So, but it's just a nice Merry Christmas. So I'm just going to use my positioner here to get this lined up, because I might want to, I want to get a nice vibrant red, so I'm just using the Stampin' Up! Real Red here. I'm just going to pop that one down in the corner, hold that in place. You can see there, yep. So just line that up so it's nice and centered in that circle. Let's do that again, so get it nice and even. Oh. There we go, that will do. Okay, so I've got that, I've got my card, I've got my little pieces there, and also my Nouveau drops. So these are the glitter drops. You can see there, I love this, because they dry completely clear, so they just give you that little shimmery dots there that you can see. Okay, so I just need some of my foam little squares here, so I just doubled them up, so just put one on. So these are these glitter gel pens, and they are part of this, which I've shown before. Is this brand here, I can't pronounce it, but I found them on Amazon and they're brilliant. You get loads, and I'm already kind of addicted to them, because it is like, you know, the glittery ones are like Wink Stella but in different colours, so it's perfect. These are all the glittery ones. You've got neons, and then you've got these chalk ones which work brilliantly on black card and craft card. So yeah, really good. So I am going to use the red, and I'm basically going to colour in all the red bits on top of him, my little gingerbread man, and also just go over the Christmas, so you can see there Gingerbread Man's all glittery, and the Christmas in the Merry Christmas sentiment is all glittery as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and do all of that. All done. So you can see there, look how shimmery he is. I forgot to mention, I actually got these in Walmart here in China, but I am aware that the Walmart in China is very different to the Walmart in other parts of the world. So have a look, but try and pick it up there. You can just see, look at that. Right, so that's all that done. Now I can just stick this down. So I'm going to put, be careful with the pen, because it does take a little bit longer to set and dry. I've just got a load of little wooden pegs here, which are good for all occasions really, so I'm just going to stick one on the top there. Take off the backing, and also use some of my fine tip glue pen by Stampin' Up! This is really good, because I'm using wood. I just found that this worked a lot better, so I'm just putting a little bit on the bottom there, and then I'm going to position this about and just push that down. Don't want to put my finger on there in case I smudge the pen like that. Just going to hold that in place. Okay, and then just decorate with any other little bits and pieces that you've got. So I'm just going to stick down, I use this same glue while I've got it. There we go. And then I'm going to add my ribbon and then my Nouveau drops at the very end, because they do suggest that you give them kind of 24 hours to set. They do dry before that, but I leave mine to one side and kind of forget about them till the next day. So that's everything all in place there. Then I've cut some of this twine, which is about 12-13 inches long, and just fold it in half. And like I said, if you've got similar kind of die cut tags like I have here, just feed it through. But if not, just hole punch a little hole and just feed it through like so. And then I'm just going to apply my Nouveau drops. So keeping it the same as all the others, just put 2 at the top here and 1 at the bottom. And it just brings all that kind of shimmer and shine, because I don't think you can have too much of that at Christmas time. And there you have it. So bearing in mind those Nouveau drops will dry completely clear and just be shimmery. But what a cute little tag. I absolutely love these. So like I said, do them in bulk, do them, you know, bit by bit as you go along. And there's some of my tags that I will be doing this Christmas, because I have some other ones to share with you later on during this workshop, which will be running now all through most of November and all the way up to Christmas. So you'll probably be sick of my Christmas tutorials by the end of it, but I hope not. Please subscribe to the channel so you get to see all of that, and hit the like button if you enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks for watching. Bye.